Juice, het genie. Als je deze track hoort, dan moet je toch gewoon bounce.
What's up, cosplay world? This is DJ on Juice Ronde. I'm 29. I'm from Amsterdam, Holland, Europe, and I'm gonna do an interview about cosplay. Woo! Let's check it out. Okay, so I got the list over here with questions. Okay, first question is, what does your family think about that you do cosplay? Well, my family have always been supportive of me with whatever I do. Even the crazy things, the good things, the bad things, my sport, my music. My family always has my back. So thinking about that, I'm kind of blessed that I'm fortunate enough to have people that support me with whatever I do. Yeah, that about it. And I even can drag a couple of cousins and family members into my cosplay. So that's always a thumbs up. Let's check it out. What was your first experience doing cosplays? Well, I started off as a kid. I always liked to dress up and be a superhero or be something else. Most of the time, I always chose something different than all the other kids because I wanted to be different. I want to be original, and I kind of still want to do that. If I see a lot of people dressed up in a certain kind of costume, and I really want to do that character like my Deadpool, I try to be very distinguished and different than all those other Deadpools, for example. But my experience really doing cosplay, I always used to do Halloween. I love Halloween. And then I started to think about what kind of parties or cons I can go to dress up even more, not only for Halloween but during the entire year. And then I came across cosplay. That's not very big in Holland, but it's starting to grow and it's getting bigger each year. So basically that's my first experience. Let me think. What was your first costume? Well, let me think. My first costume that I ever wore was the Four Musketeers. Everybody thought I was a Black Pete, but that's a whole different story I'm not gonna go into. I'm gonna post some links and some photos up here. There you can see the examples. Whatever. Okay. But the first costume I made myself was Scarecrow from Batman. It was a very quick cosplay. I didn't have any experience with whatsoever. I just tried to throw some stuff together and it happened. It cost me like $5 or something. But I liked it a lot. It was the first time I really got complimented by the little stuff that I did. What has been the hardest costume you've done? Okay. It could be my Scorpion, because my Scorpion from Mortal Kombat is 120% homemade. Even the ninja shoes, the vest, the mask, I made everything myself. So it took me a lot of time to, made everything into one piece. So I think that's my hardest costume that I made. Yeah, let's keep it at that. Let me see. What do you like to do of make cosplays? What do you like to do of make cosplays? What do you do? Okay. What I like about making cosplays is the effort and the artistic way of thinking behind the costume, because you're coming across problems that in a cartoon or in a movie you don't see it, because sometimes when you wear something it's not comfortable at all, but you have to make it in a certain kind of way that it's possible for you to make it or wear it. Examples, characters with giant swords, they always carry it on the back. Sometimes they don't even have like a holster to put it in, and the character just carries it on its back, so you have to figure out how to make it work or make it happen so you can really use it or wear it, whatever. Okay. What do you dislike or do not like about the cosplay? The cosplay itself, it's fun to make something, but it's also hard and it takes time. That are two things that are in conflict with each other. What I do not like, I like it. I do not have lots of stuff that I do not like about cosplay. That's why I do it. Okay. In the category rates, which is the type of gender cosplay that you practice? And I see a little list. Well, let me keep it at just normal cosplay or crossplay. I want to do gender bends. That is when you mix a female character, make it to a male character, or a male character and make it into a female character. I would like to do a female character and mix it up and make it my own so I can wear it. Just change stuff up. That would be fun. I've not done that before. I've done crossplay. Like I have a character that's from Marvel, naming Deadpool, and I have a character that's from DC, the Green Lantern, and I mixed it up and it became one character. I've also done characters that do not exist. They're my own fictional characters that I made up. Here's a picture. Jester. It's like a clown type character. He's fictional. And I'm currently working on something that's also fictional. That's not a real character, that doesn't really exist. But it's gonna be fun. I'm not gonna talk about it too much because it's a little bit of secret, but you'll see it later. Let me see. What was your best experience in the cosplay? What's your best experience? Well, my favorite experience is always when people come up to you and they want to have pictures with you or take pictures with you because they like the character that you are, or they want to give you props for the way that you made your costume, or the way they like it, or whatever. I think that's the best thing you can get, is that people respect your work and the time that you put into it. So basically, yeah, that's the best experience. What's another thing that's that I've been hired for a couple of events. That's also very cool, because then you're really being putting in the spotlights from like they see you at a con and they're like, yeah, come over, we have this event about, for instance, Mortal Kombat, and they hired us to be on stage and promote the game and give away free stuff and stuff. That's pretty cool. If people really recognize your skill and they want you to be on stage and present stuff, that's very cool. I've also been hired for a Halloween event to scare people with my Insidious cosplay. That's this one. That's also pretty cool. That you're getting hired to scare people. That's always fun, and that they really recognize what you wear. Okay, what was your worst experience in cosplay? Okay. Well, I think all cosplayers have the same problems, like pieces not getting together, having to do something very quick, having certain pieces of your armor or your hair fall off or whatever, all the kind of last minute adjustments you have to make, all the little hassles that you go through when you try to put on your suit or you're walking in it and something breaks off. I think that's always the worst thing for cosplayers, that it's not complete or not how you wanted it to look or be like. So yeah, that's basically. You do cosplay from characters, video games, animes, and movies. I do not have a genre that's typical for me. I just every time I see a character and I like the design or I like the way he looks or the way he is, I try to cosplay that character. It's always that you have tons of ideas and tons of characters that you want to do, but you can't do all of them. You know, it's just not possible. The list is always bigger with characters that I want to cosplay versus the characters that I'm gonna cosplay. So I've done myself video game characters or comic book characters. I've done a movie character, and I'm currently working on an anime character too. So basically, I've covered all the genres that I see listed here above. Please name the characters and the series that you've done. Oh, so I got the first thing that I did was Scarecrow from the Batman game. I believe it was the first Batman game. I'm not sure. The second character I did was Deadpool from the comic book and the animated series and the game, and now he's getting the movie. I've done Scorpion for Mortal Kombat. He's officially a game character, but he's also starring in a couple of Mortal Kombat movies. But the one that I did was from Mortal Kombat X, it's the newest version. And I've done a crossover with Deadpool and Green Lantern. We're both comic book characters in a different universe. From all your costumes, what is your favorite? I don't know. I've fallen in love with all my characters. I love Deadpool because I'm gonna act like an idiot and I can act like a fool. I love Scorpion because he's like this brutal character and he's like strict and people are afraid of me because they're like, he's that badass guy from Mortal Kombat. I like my Insidious Demon because he's scary and he's freaky and I can act like a demon and scare the hell out of people. And yeah, that's basically the three cosplays that I wear the most. I'm currently working on my second and my fourth and my fifth official cosplays. I've only started this year. I've not been cosplaying for very long. So basically, that's the answer to that one. Have you been bullied? If the answer is yes, please tell us your experience. Well, not really bullied because I'm not the guy that gets bullied. But as soon as you wear a mask or if you're at an event, people tend to forget that you're a real person. And you know, if you wear a mask, like I wear. I wear a lot of masks, so yeah, people don't know what I look like, and they forget about your posture. Not that I'm that big or whatever, but usually people don't fuck with me. Oh, sorry. Beep. Usually people don't mess with me, but one time I was wearing my Insidious cosplay in a Halloween event. And this guy was like pulling my nose and stuff and trying to rip off my mask. And I had to correct him. So yeah, I pulled him over the fence, just started yelling, and you know, the ghetto comes out real quick. Let me keep it at that. I don't like being bullied. I'm never gonna be bullied. I've been bullied when I was little. So basically, whenever people, you know, try to mess me up, I mess them up. And I think that's a good way to handle those people, is just stand up for yourself. Don't let it happen, and just, you know, or go to somebody you know or whatever, somebody that's in your neighborhood, and get your friends or whatever. Get somebody. Just don't let them mess with you. It's not worth it. What advice would you give to the person who's entering the world of cosplay or cosplayer itself? Yeah, let your fantasy and your creative experience go wild. Just do whatever you want to do. Don't let people stop you or tell you that you can't do something. Just do it. Just get up, get out of your seat, and just do it. It's a fun world. It's kind of different. It's yeah, basically, you know, it's a whole different world on its own. I myself have a lot of fun with cosplay. I can do whatever I want. I encourage people to do whatever they want. If you're fat, just wear whatever you want. If you're skinny, just wear something else. Just do whatever you want to do. You know, cosplay is a world where you have to be free. There are certain rules and regulations that you have to abide to, but I don't believe in those rules. I say F them, beep, F them, and just be you. Do whatever you want to do. That's it. So my name's Juice, Amsterdam. Check out my cosplay page here on the bottom. I want to thank Donnie Darkon for her page and the great work that she's doing getting cosplayers together. So peace. Holla at your boy. See you when I see you. One. Crack in your phone.